Hello, 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 hello. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was about. My soundboard is all janked up. um, what's going on, y'all? What's up, Gabe? Shout out to Gabe. I don't even know what my. Okay, my sound. What's going on, Gabe? What's up, Gabe? Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Sexy Ray. What's going on with you guys? I'm going to get right into it. There we go. I just want to get right into it tonight. Want to get right into talk about my experience at the Brooklyn Comic-Con. I had a lot of fun. It's the 5th year they've done it. It's my first time I've gone to it. I've been to a Comic-Con before. It was fun. I actually ran into some old friends there, which was surprising to me. High school friend, a friend from that I work with my mentor, a guy I take the train with. Yeah, it was a good show. I supported a lot of Black creators there. So a lot of cosplayers, men, women, people brought their kids there. Very interesting experience. The one thing I took away from that entire show was that, well, first of all, show off some of the books that I got. First of all, so this one, The Mysterious She-Fly, this was at the show. Let me see if I can get some there we go. This is a Mysterious She-Fly, and this one is an independent publishing, so that was the impressive part. And you know, the art style is interesting, right? These guys were actually outside of the actual show thing. Yes, it is like a trade show, so not everyone can afford the booth and table prices. So some people, they choose to be outside of the show to get views like that, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because working trade shows is expensive to actually be a part of the show, and I get it, right? So nothing wrong with that. Moving on from that one. So this one, I haven't read all of them yet, so I plan on reading them. Now, this looked impressive, right? So this one is called Acolyte. Show you. So this one is called Acolyte. This is the Acolyte right here, not the Star Wars nonsense, not the Star Wars nonsense. And all of them I was able to get them signatured by the artist, so that's pretty cool. And this is made by, you can't read that, it's backwards, Concrete Comics. So the Acolyte is an interesting book. It's about a god or some kind of agent from space or something like that. I actually spoke to every single one of the artists there. I just don't remember all the conversations I had about the stories of each book. I got this one because the story while I was there seemed interesting. This is the issue number 6. You know, she was asking me, did I want the first or second issue? I said, no, not really, because I don't know if I'll buy, if I don't know if the story would be that interesting for me to continually buy more books, right? So first, second, or whatever. If the 6th issue is good, I go back and buy the other 2. But as you can see again, like You know, good artwork, really nice coloring. Looks really right. Looks like a actual, like a Marvel, like a mainstream comic book. And that's an interesting story, right? The next one I got, this was from the sort of like a student stand within the show, college student stand. This is a science fiction sort of techno type of story. It's called Science Fiction is Dead by Mark Dwip. What's this guy's name? Mark. Again, I got a signature here. Now, this one, the art is a little bit more like raw, but a little bit more simplistic, right? Because you got the artwork here and you just got the pretty much following it. But I bought this one because of the artwork, because there were also students, but I got it for the artwork. I like the artwork, thought it was cool. And I'm kind of cool with like the simple dialogue boxes. I'm fine with that. I'm good. I'm cool with that. This one. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Omega 2099. Now, this one is a nice quality book right here. Nice. Got the signature on this bad boy. This is about a sort of like a multi-universe kind of war with robots that destroyed the earth and people went back in time, something like that. Very interesting concept. I love the book. Quality book. Again, quality artwork, quality coloring, really nice book. I like the way it feels too. It feels nice in the hand. Shout out to Flossie. What else we got here? Okay. I believe. Okay. So, yes. So this, yeah. So this one is from the same person. So this is episode 0 of the story. And the second one I showed you was the first issue of the story. So again, same thing. Real nice quality book. Professional coloring. Right? On point. Sharp. Nice story. What I remember about talking to this guy about this book was he said this book was not about any universal stuff, right? So the one thing I remember talking to was that they wanted to mention that it wasn't about multi-universal stuff, right? So no multiverse stuff, right? So that book is good. Nice quality books. Okay, what else we got here? Now this one is funny. This one is Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. This is the second issue because the first issue sold out. Again, now this is a black creator, another black creator. I had some white guy sitting next to him, but I don't know. Anyway, this was the creator. David Crownson, Sharada Brown, and Joey Vasquez. Okay. Now I haven't actually opened this book yet. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Nice coloring. At least by my standards. I'm not a professional comic book artist, so I know if something looks bad and I know if something looks good. So if it looks good to me, I'm good. And that's Tubman, Demon Slayer. I'm actually going to read. I got to read this one. This one actually looked pretty cool. I got to read this one. And I made sure everyone that I bought books from, I got their signature. So what else we got? Okay, we down to our last 3. So this one is like Twilight, right? So this guy right here is called Nightfall, Michael's Awakening. Now he had, right? So he had a special hollow foil cover for like $30, but I was paying everything in cash. So I was running low on cash and I wanted to buy more books, so I couldn't give it all to him. So the one thing I don't like, I do like color, right? So this book is about a guy, I believe he turns into a werewolf or something like that. I'm not a big fan of black and white, but this is black and white. Nice artwork nonetheless. Color on the last couple pages, and you got to pay mad money for color. Sort of like a Werewolf in London type of vibe. Good quality books from independent artists. And as going through these comic books, right, I'm going to start getting into why I even decided to do a stream on this topic to begin with, right? Because this isn't normally something that I talk about. I'm not a comic book person like that, and I don't the culture war conversation that much, because there's a way, personally for me, there's way too much grifting involved with that at this point, and I don't like grifting. So again, so this story, now I remember this story, right? I remember this story. Guy, this has mature themes, right? This has like a lot of mature themes, as you can see there, right? Mature themes. This is called The Birth of a Villain. Now, this one is good. So this guy is like a red pill hero. So this is his wife getting smashed out by another dude, and he makes a deal with like this succubus. It's like, it's really fucking wild, B. He's like this superhero. And I like, because again, you got mature themes in this one, but this guy's like, you know, he finds his wife getting smashed out, and he becomes like a like that, and he makes a deal with the succubus. Again, the story was explained to me by the artist, and that's one of the reasons why I bought the book, because the story, the way he explained it, I thought the shit was hilarious. And I even told him, like, oh girl, I found this shit fascinating, and I had to buy the book. And I think I got their signatures. Where did I get their signatures at? Let me see. I hope I got their signatures somewhere in here. Was it on the first page? Yeah. I got this side of the book. Perfect. Yeah. So I actually can't wait to actually sit down and read this one as well, because I thought the story from when he explained it was just fucking hilarious. Okay, my last book, Sketches Artichoke. So this is just a compilation of all the content that this creator made. Sketches and Streams. I think I asked him to sign this too, or he signed it right inside the book. And I just bought it because it's a thick book and it has a lot of different stories and artwork inside of the book. Quality fucking book right here. Quality book. A lot of different stories in here. Short stories, Super Duper Ham, Martian Debut. Just a bunch of nice short stories in here. A book that you can take with you on to work and just like breeze through. Take a look at this is amazing right here. All right, let's see if we can get. Right, this is amazing stuff in this book right here. Like photography sketched in. Just a nice book that you can have and read through. Artwork in the stories and the quick short stories, and I like short stories. So, all in all, how many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bought about 9 books total, right? So spent some bread out there, but majority of the books that I got were from Black creators. And on top of seeing all the Black creators out there, of course, you see the Black cosplayers, you know, the men and the women. But it's a great experience. And the one thing I took away from this experience I had at Brooklyn Comic-Con convention in Brooklyn that attracted a lot of, you know, Black people, I kind of got the feeling that, you know, the issue, you know, we have with the culture war in comics and anime, I get it, but looking at how Black people can turn out and to support like different art forms and cultures, as far as like the medium goes, from between anime, games, I mean, we have enough interest to support our own interests when it comes to these things, to an extent where, you know, we could, you know, build our own IPs, support our own, and like really be separate from the mainstream cultural influences, you know, the politicizing of the content, and just kind of just make our own, do our own thing, make our own stories and support that, right? So for you know, we got the Ubisoft and Yasuke thing, right? And I plan on buying that game. I'm just not going to pre-order it, but I do plan on buying that game when it comes out. And the uproar over in a Assassin's Creed video game, it's been kind of eye-opening for me personally, right? Because for one, it's an Assassin's Creed game, so it's always been borderline historically somewhat accurate, and it's always strayed further from that since the first one, since Altair. And with the, you know, this semblance of accuracy with Yasuke being present in Japan, being a samurai, not powerful warlord samurai, but being there, you know, he was there. For a time, he was considered a samurai, and his history is a little bit murky because it was during a massive cultural war. You know, just seeing like the white gamer bro community, just like the borderline racism, the we was samurais, like the racist kind of the racial ambiguous memes, and like the racial trolling, it's been kind of eye-opening. Move on to like Star Wars and the Acolyte. Granted, you know, the Acolyte is trash. It's a terrible show. They released episode 4 today. I'll probably watch it on my way to work or a little bit on tonight, but I don't plan on spending a whole, yeah, it's trash. But again, it's like you get racial, sort of like you get that little bit of that little sliver of racism when you see them, and when they see you in their mediums. And they recently had the Game Awards preview, and a content creator, a Demian or something like that, I forget his name, Demian or Synthetic Man, a lot of the games had like women of color, like dark skinned, brown skinned women. And one, yes, the games looked pretty bad. They didn't look really that good. Main thing that he said that like really stood out to me is like it was just another brown woman. I'm like, oh shit. Damn. And being at the Brooklyn Con, looking at all the, you know, the black people mainly there, I kind of just started to like think like, yo, we don't, like, if we really just made our own stories, not even like, you don't have to do something like the Black Sands and just make it about African gods and shit like that. You don't got to do that. But if we just made our own stories and just put black characters in them and just make it appealing to the majority of anime fans, and the only difference is instead of it being an ambiguously, it's just a black character, we could support our own shit. Because looking at, you know, the racism from the Gamer Bros, whenever they see someone black in their thing, in a it's getting to be like, well, damn, like, if y'all feel that way, we'll do our own thing, and y'all can have the argument with the companies, because really that the DEI argument is not really about people are being used as fodder for this argument, but really it's an argument between the white man and the white woman, essentially. And the middleman and the cannon fodder are black and brown people, especially black people, right? And I kind of feel, hey, listen, y'all can have that. You know, we're gonna go do our own thing. Yo, we got Ricky in the building. What's going on? Salute to Ricky. You know, you guys can have your own thing, right? You guys can have your culture war, and, you know, you argue with Disney and Marvel and D. We just go over here and do our own thing. We won't, you know, so I've been good, Ricky, man. I've been good, man. How you been? How you been, Ricky? I've been good, man. I went to Comic-Con in New York. It was nice, man. I got a lot of books, so a lot of cosplaying, a lot of TNA out there. Eating, working, pooping. Yeah, you know, it's good that you poop. Pooping is good, Ricky. Loving life. It's good to love life, man. It really is. It's good to love life. It really is. It's been the first time this is actually the first time actually in a long time that I've actually posted a stream on That's probably why you didn't see it, 'cause I'm not sure if you I'm not sure if that's how you saw my channel. But anyway, loving Las Vegas. When did you move? When did you move? Did you move to Las Vegas? I knew you was in Florida. Ricky, you got out of Florida? Ricky, you not Florida man anymore, Ricky? Ricky's not Florida man anymore, y'all. Always wanted to go to Florida though. I got good friends in Florida. September 27th. Loving Vegas. How's the heat? I know the heat is crazy in Vegas. I know that shit is wild. I know the heat is crazy in Vegas. Yeah, so I you know, I don't want to what? 117. Oh my, no. Nah, we got to get up out of this. 117 degrees. That is crazy. You know, better than 120 heat index. Okay. Yeah, we're about to hit 90 in New York this week too. Yeah, that humid. Oh my. That humid heat. We're about to get 90, 93 this week in New York City, actually. So that's going to be fun. Keys, yeah, the Florida Keys is had to get out of that swamp ass. Swampy swamp. The swampiest of swamps, Ricky. The swampiest of swamps, Ricky. Yeah, I know that shit is swampy. But yeah, I don't want to enlist myself into like the culture war argument because it's like tiring and it's like never ending. Gene, we got the Comic-Con you were at was a Black Con event. No, it was a Brooklyn con. It just was like it's in Brooklyn, so there's a lot of black people there, right? Like if you were to look it up on YouTube, if you used to look it up on Google and you look up Brooklyn Comic-Con, it doesn't say anything about being a black con, right? It's just like a Brooklyn Comic-Con event, but it's in Brooklyn and you know, black people in Brooklyn. So that's what the demographic was. But it wasn't like a black Comic-Con. Nothing on it says Black Comic-Con. It's just a Comic-Con event that had a lot of black people there and featured a lot of black. It was in Brooklyn. And it was in a black area of Brooklyn. Actually, it was in the Crown Heights area. Yeah, man. Yeah. It wasn't a black Comic-Con. Yeah. It was just bkcomiccon, but it's just a lot of black people there because it was in Crown Heights, New York. That's a predominantly black Caribbean area in Brooklyn. So that's why there was so many black people there. Hey, yo, it's my bro. Gamers. Hey, what's going on, man? What's up with you? Gamers, what you, man? How you been? I'm talking about, I was at the Brooklyn Comic-Con out here in Brooklyn 2 weeks ago. And I was talking about all the black creators that I saw, the black cosplayers. I may have joined at the wrong time. Nah, you good? One time. You good? You good? No, I was talking about the Brooklyn Comic-Con. And the black creators that I supported out there, the black comic book artists, the black cosplayers that were there. Were there rogue agents there? No, I did see someone dressed as an SCP agent though. I did see someone dressed up as the SCP agent, so that was pretty cool. That was the first time I've seen anyone cosplay as an SCP agent, so that was actually pretty cool. SCP is an independent funded, is an independent lore. It's independent lore that's been created by like online users, and they have like their own lore and their own like artwork and story. It's insane. If you look up SCP, the SCP Foundation, and you'll be like thoroughly impressed with what you see. You'll be thoroughly impressed with what you see there. But the culture war argument is like a tiring grift that's never ending, and it's a little boring. But like looking at all the black creators there, the creators, the black cosplayers, the black comic book creators for all the different comic books and that culture. SCP better story than Div 2 Year 6 confirmed. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I might be done though. I'm not even gonna lie. After when they go into the new season characters, I think I might be done. Yeah, I think I might be done actually though. To be frank, I think I might be done. I don't like the seasonal character idea. It sounds like shit. It sounds like a tiring fucking grind. Fun at all. There's nothing fun about having to grind out a character, and they want you to grind the character out from 1 through 40 for the new seasonal content every 15. Yeah, they're done, man. I mean, they're done. The devs are done. I don't know why there's a lot more going on than what they're telling, but yeah, they're done. There's no way. I don't think I could play that game anymore. I'm not doing that. That's tiring. You know, the story is kind of like stupid as it is now. Because Keener is back and now you have to do the manhunts to prove yourself to Keener, even though you fucking beat him already. Like, what was the representation of indie stuff at the con? They had a lot of different comic book creators there. A lot of different comic book artists. As far as like the demographic, there was a lot of Black Hispanics there because it was in Brooklyn, New York. Mostly indie. Oh, everybody was indie there. Yeah, no Marvel, DC, no Bandai, Namco, none of that. It was all indie, all independent artists there. All independent artists was there. All independent. It was an independent artist show. Everybody was independent there. Keita confirmed trader, not trader. Oh wait, he's a trader. Even I wish this. Okay. Even ChatGPT can. Yeah, it's like okay. So we killed Keener, but Keener is not dead. All right. But why is Fei Lao dead and Keener not dead? Okay, sure. And Fei Lao had a better reason to fake her death than fucking Aaron Keener. Okay. And that's interesting, but also would have been nice to see big players like DC and Marvel artists, writers. You know what? Honestly, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people are really becoming tired of Marvel and DC. The writing, really, like they like the characters, but as far as like the writing is going, like a lot of people kind of getting a little tired of them. That's why it's comic book sales. But like, with Keener, Keener, my big issues with the seasonal characters, like everyone else, the seasonal characters sounds like a horrible idea. It sounds like a terrible idea. They're going to lose a shit ton of players. Matter of fact, when they roll that out, there's a lot of people that's going to literally stop playing the game because they answer some questions on how they're going to be implementing it, and it sounds atrocious. At least it sounds horrible. It sounds like a fucking imagine you having to create a seasonal character to play new content from 1 through 40. I'm personally tired of the race washing or X and Y character representation. Just make a new character and give them good. Yeah, like you don't gotta make the character Black and Hispanic when they were white and then make the character gay. Like, you don't have to do that, man. Like, just make a new character. Make the character good. Like, what is so hard about doing that? Like, why do you have to make a character that's already made? You have to change their race and then make them gay instead of you just make a character. And then you make a new character and then you make their only identity is that they're gay or pansexual. Like, what is their power? Oh, they're pansexual, huh? Like, what do you mean? Characters like this. Why you got like, you guys lack that much creativity? Why don't you start hiring college students? Like, what is the issue with you? Like, why are you guys like this now? See something. See. Oh. I don't, and I'm trying. I'm on Steam. I don't even know how to use Steam like that. Yeah, I'll look that up later. The Assassin's Creed is kind of blown out of proportion, despite Yubi, well, being Yubi. Did you hear the controversy about Yasuke? Yeah, like, listen. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Listen, right? Here's the thing with Yasuke. Was Yasuke a samurai in Japan? Yes. His history is a little bit murky. The accuracy is a little bit murky, but he was a samurai in Japan. Stop. Okay? He was there. He was a samurai. He was in Japan. No, like, isn't saying that he was like freaking Hideo, like he wasn't like Musashi or some shit. Like, he wasn't a legendary samurai. He played a pivotal part and a significant part of Japanese history. Like, he was there, at a pivotal moment in Japanese history. And he was there. And he played a small role into it. That doesn't mean that he was the most legendary samurai of all samurai in all of Japan. Okay. Outside of, Ubisoft being Ubisoft. So the way people have been blowing Yasuke out of proportion is that they've been kind of making goofy memes. Oh, they made they have a black man killing Japanese people in Japan. Like just goofy, really dumb, like racially ambiguous jokes. Just saying stupid shit to say stupid shit, right? And that's kind of like have me kind of really stepping off following the Gamer Bro kind of guys. Like, hey, you guys are doing too much now, right? You guys are losing your own plot. Now you guys are starting to sound like those people over there that you don't like. You sound just like them now. But you're acting just like them now. They released the gameplay. It looked good. They released the gameplay. Here's the reaction. Oh, they're playing hip hop music in Japan? Huh? Okay. Like, what's the problem? What the fuck? Like, yes, they have an African man, so they're playing hip hop music when he's fighting in a scene. Okay, it's fucking cool. The merging of hip hop and Japanese music has always been amazing. What is the issue? Just say you don't want to see niggas in video games. like, let's just get to that point, man. Oh, there was even funnier issues than that, though. Apparently, Ubi made a statue and sent it out to review, and it was a mess. See, yeah. Ubisoft, like, I'm not going to defend Ubisoft for being Ubisoft, right? We ain't never going to do that. Like, we're never going to defend Ubisoft for being Ubisoft. But as far as like the character in the game and things surrounding the game, yeah, it's like, you know, in a slang in New York, we just saying, yo, it's doing too. No, it's too much. Like, what is, like, it's not even about it being a bad game or the game looks terrible. It's just about you grifting for a culture war that, you know, most people have just lost the plot to. You just want to argue about the culture shit to argue about, right? You don't like the guy because he's black. Now you're making the jokes about the black man killing the Japanese people in 2024. Now you don't like it because it has the hip hop music in the video. Like, you not even going to play the game. Like, when you play the game, you'll see everything in it trash and it's garbage and it's slop. Like, just say you don't want to see niggas on the screen no more. Like, we'd respect you a little bit more if you just said that. As in, the statue had multiple family crests and nonsensical Japanese talk about. Yeah, like, we never gonna defend Ubisoft for Ubisoft being Ubisoft. You feel me? Like, we never gonna defend them for that, right? We never gonna defend them for that, right? We'll never defend Ubisoft for being Ubisoft. Yasuke and yeah, I know. In the Stellar Blade issue, in the same way. Yeah, like the people on the opposite side, right? They're mad at the Stellar Blade character because it's an attractive female character. It's very sexually provocative. Actual gameplay is not really that sexually provocative. It's just a standing model, but it's the same. Just arguing to argue about things. All right, you're not even going to play. Like, the people that are arguing about Stellar Blade don't even play video games. That's the crazy shit. Like, these pink, purple-haired people that argue about this culture shit, they don't even play video games like that. That's the funny shit. They don't even play video games. So y'all don't play video games, but you mad about the video game. You guys probably won't play this game, but now you're grifting and mad about the shit in the game. Like, what is what are we doing? Like, what is the point of all of this culture war arguing about shit now? Like, what is, now you're saying it's a DEI samurai. Like, what do you, like, it's weird. It's so weird, man. Gamers are the worst. No, you know what it is though? Gamers are the worst, to be honest. Though, like gamers, like, and the thing is, like, so then the gamer bros look up one of the girls that wrote the game. You posted her picture. Oh, she looks like the typical. Now, when these people put their foot in your you're saying, oh, they're trying to censor us and dox us. Stop playing with people, and people won't come for you. Like, why are you posting the girl's picture? Talking about her body. Talking about her appearance. Why are you doing that? Why? You don't have to do that, sir. You can just simply talk about her credentials, sir. You don't have to show her picture and show her face and put her body on the screen talking about she fat, and then when these people come for you, now you want to play, y'all want to play victim and shit. You know? It's weird. Like, to me, it's weird. It's weird. Because I don't grift for things. Like, if you're not a grifter, it's just going to be really weird to you, the behavior. It's strange. Like, why do you do that? Like, now the people, now they coming for you, and now you're playing defense, and now you're making content again, because it's a cycle, the content strategy. So now you're making content about how these people are attacking you when you attack the person in the first place. It was definitely aimed towards seeing a black man. They dropped their whole argument towards women because they ignored her, and Ubisoft track of never delivering that's previewed. Yeah, and that's the crazy thing, right? So there's a woman who's actually the main character, right? So in Assassin's Creed Shadows, the woman, the female shinobi, is the actual Assassin's Creed shinobi. Yasuke is a secondary character who's the samurai. Main character is the female shinobi. They don't like the female shinobi because she doesn't look feminine enough. and she doesn't even look Japanese. They say she looks Chinese. What are y'all arguing about now? Like, like I would love to sit down with these dudes on a panel, like on some real arguing about. Do you hear yourself? Like, I know you doing the content for the grift. I know you doing your content, you know, for some of your alt-right supporters and shit. You know, a lot of these guys, they're playing to their Stormfront subscribers. But like, do you hear yourself now? Did you play that video back that you recorded and uploaded? Did you listen to what you said? You're mad because you don't find her attractive enough now. Do you hear yourself, bro? Like, what do you, are you just going to be mad? Like, I don't understand now. Oh, I wanted to play as a Japanese male samurai. Yeah, I couldn't do content like that. No one would like me. I wouldn't get along with anyone. I just wouldn't. There's no way I would get along with anyone. That's why I do content the way I do it now, because I just won't. Because I hear things and I question things. Like, what? Do you hear yourself? Do you hear what you're saying right now? You sure? Like, you don't hear yourself? You don't hear what you're saying? You can't logic these people into a position. They don't logic themselves. Paraphrasing Asmongold. Who? Asmongold. Who's that? You mean Asmongold? I mean, Asmongold is one of them too, though. That's the thing. No. Asmongold is one of them too. Yes, Asmongold is one of those people, right? Asmongold is one of those people who take up real goofy positions because they've lost the plot. Yes, Asmongold is one of them. Same person, same group. Asmongold is in the same group, taking up weird positions. JT Coin Rings was going on. Not saying he's pretty rational. I'm just saying in this situation, I don't actually watch him, but in this, like, I'm 50-50 on Asmongold because I've heard his point of view on things, and it's actually quite strange at times too. But for this particular topic, yeah, same thing, you know, har, you know, oh, that is racist. They put rap in Japanese game. Like, what? Like, what are y'all talking about, man? He might be memeing. No, not might be memeing. No, not like sitting down and actually listening to what a person is saying. Not looking at, I don't make a point of view of a person by looking at just like meme clips. I'm like just sitting down, just like actually listening to a person talk. You know, I'm not saying he's not like, what did you say? Yeah, I'm not going to, I can't really say that he makes rational arguments. From what I've heard, listening, watching his clips, not memes, just his actual clips, I can't say that he makes rational arguments. Yeah, that's your opinion. Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, like the rapper with the Yasuke thing, it's just weird arguments. A lot of people kind of arguing about things that is way beyond what's in the game, and they're making it into something that's way different, that's way perceived in the actual video game itself. And I don't like it. I've been actually unfollowing a lot of people because of it, because it's a bit much for me. It's like, okay, yeah, you're losing the plot. This isn't even about culture war shit anymore. It's just it's going in a different direction for me, and I'm good. I don't need to be supporting people like that anymore, right? And that's kind of how I felt with the basically that quote I mentioned up there, though, is him saying that many of those people we're talking about can't be reason. You can't use logic or reason to convince them. I mean, yeah, I would, of something that they didn't come up with themselves, which means they'll never come up with something reasonable. Well, yeah, right, because like you can't that they're wrong when they truly believe that they're right. Right? They believe that they're right. They believe that everything that they're saying is right, that what they're doing is righteous, and they're not doing anything wrong, right? That's what they believe. And the people on the other side, they believe their cause is right. They believe that what they're doing is right. They believe how they're going about it is right, right? So when they see a game that they don't like and they look up the developers and they start posting their picture on social media and attacking their appearance, that is right to do. That is the proper motive to go by, right? That is the proper action to take. Idiocracy in the Plants. Yeah, I seen that movie. That is a funny movie. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, and I hear what you're saying about Osmoco, but that reference, hey, what's going on in Nick? I have a smooth ride home. Shout out to. There's a problem with that movie, right? When people use references like this, that shit goes both ways. I think that's what that sometimes people are missing. Those references go both ways. It's not a one-way street with that reference, right? And that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make, is that, you know, what we're seeing from the people who are like the progressives and, you know, the leftists or whatever you want to call them, what they're doing in media, yes, it's horrible. But the response and the arguments that are coming from on the right, who are conservative, who are for their quote unquote culture, are equally bad. Right? They're equally bad. So that when people reference that movie, Idiocracy, that is a two-way street. That argument is not a one-way street. That's the point I'm trying to make. It is a two-way street argument. It is not just, oh, everybody over there. It's not. That's the thing. There's a scene in the movie where the guy convinces them that plants don't need. Yeah, I remember that. They couldn't feed themselves because they were giving the plants the energy drinks. Shit was hilarious. And they can't be convinced, so he just tells them that he can talk to the plants. That is a funny freaking movie, man. That is a funny movie, man. Uh-oh. What happened to my music now? Let's see. Okay. The music app crashed. Hopefully my mic didn't crash. I hope that didn't happen. Let me see what happened. Let's come back. See. Okay. All right. Don't know what happened there, but we're good. Gene. Yeah, like you can't. That argument, man, like it just goes two ways, in my opinion, right? It's a two-way argument. And at this point now, everybody is losing the plot of what they're trying to do, and everyone's going overboard. And everyone's, and now nothing makes sense anymore. No one's points make sense. No one's stance makes sense anymore. And I'm just like, man, I'm out of there. Like, so, like, I'm playing in the game. I intend on playing the game. I look forward to playing the game. I look forward to seeing, you know, all the icons on the screen from Ubisoft. Whatever. And again, like Ubisoft is, you know, they've been coming. They laugh out losing the plot sounds like yeah, right. What is 1 + 1? Does that not give you 2? One doesn't 1 + 1 give you 1? Yeah, that's too high science for me, my boy. I'm man. That's too high science for me, man. But anyway, man. Walmart. Man, you guys have a good one, man. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I want to keep it short. 2 + 2 = 5, right? Fucking. It's too high science for me, man. That's too high science for me, man. I can't. It's too high science for me, man. I can't. Too high science for me, man. I can't go that high. I have my limits, man. I have my limits. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great night, man. Glad to get this live out to you guys, man. I will catch you guys in the next one. Till next time. Thank you. Goodbye and good night.
You got me thinking I was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, yeah. I've been worrying about my mental health, 'cause when I'm alone, I keep checking my phone, yeah. Seeing all these people, having someone to lean on, while I don't. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, yeah. Messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up,